This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we have a chat with Hazleton's mayor-elect. Hear from Jeff Cassatt as he gets ready to take over in the city this January. Welcome to the Friday Eve edition of FYI. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ken Karen. I'm about to read your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The new year will bring a new mayor for the city of Hazleton. Current Hazleton City Councilman Jeff Cassatt will take over the helm on January 4th. Our Lisa Sugart sat down with him to talk about how he has prepared for his new job.
I'm very pleased to be joined by the mayor-elect of the city of Hazleton, Jeff Cassatt. I know that you've been working very diligently. You take over on January 4th, Inauguration Day. So up until then, you've had a transition team and you've been working to prepare for this job. So tell us about how the transition has been going.
Well, I've been meeting with about 12 people for my transition team. It's a variety of people from, the outlying areas. I have some people from Scranton, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Wilkes-Barre Township. So I've been reaching out to people that experience the same things that we have going on in Hazleton now and trying to bring in their expertise.
I know you don't want to tip your hand or give away any ideas or what, but have you heard a lot of interesting ideas, that have come across the table?
There's a lot of ideas out there that have worked in other cities, and there's some that are in the process of being used and put in, implemented in other places now. So I just got to see what's the best fit for Hazleton. So once I get my administration together, we could sit down as a team and decide what we want to try in the first few weeks of Hazleton, of my administration.
Once you do take the helm and you're working, how important is it, the relationship between you and members of City Council?
Oh, it's extremely important. City Council is the body of government that gives me the laws and gives me the money to spend. Hopefully we can come up with ways to finance the things that need to be done with the city.
Do you think you have a benefit in the fact that you have sat on council with the members that are going, some of the people that have already been there, they'll still be there, so you've worked with them already, so does that give you a little edge?
I have worked with 3 council members that will continue for the next couple of years, so our working relationship was good. We communicated well. We have different opinions on certain revenue and expense ideas, but that's something that we have to work out, and hopefully we could communicate and move the city forward.
I know some of the ideas you've been looking at, obviously police has always been of utmost importance to you, and also code enforcement. What do you want to do with the window at the police department that is currently closed?
Well, I still plan on getting it manned 24/7. It's going to take a few weeks to be able to hire people, come in, interview them, go through security checks to make sure they could sit there. But that's very important that we have access to the community. And I'd like to get the code department open 7 days a week, where you can walk in and get a permit, ask questions, 7 days a week earlier and stay open a little bit later. I think that's very important to the people.
And finally, what kind of mayor will you be for the people? Will they have easy access to you?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there every day. You can come talk to me. I'm easy to find. If not, but yeah, I'll be around. So.
Alrighty, so January 4th, the big day, and before that you're going to be joining Sam Lassant on the Sam Lassant Show, so we'll get to hear some more of your ideas. So we wish you the best of luck in the new year and as the new mayor of Hazleton.
Thank you.
Thanks for that interview, Lisa. Now you can see Mayor-elect Jeff Cassatt on a brand new Sam Lassant Show, and that airs tonight at 7 p.m. and again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., 12 p.m., 1:30 p.m., and 7 p.m. on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 13 and HD Channel 513. Please check your local listings for additional dates and times. Now, before Jeff Cassatt can be sworn in as mayor on January 4th, he must first resign his current position on Hazleton City Council. Council President Jack Mundy told our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that this time council will fill the vacancy instead of putting the matter in the hands of Luzerne County Court. Mundy says that council has not discussed the vacancy yet and will probably wait to do so after newly elected council member Robert Gavio is sworn in. Back on September 8th, Councilman Keith Bass resigned to take a job job out of state. However, it was the Luzerne County Court who named John Keegan to fill out the remainder of Bass' term, which expires at the end of the year. So far, at least one person has expressed interest in serving out the remainder of Cassatt's term, Scott Cahalan, who ran as an independent candidate for mayor in November's election. He has written a letter to council stating his interest in being named to the vacant seat. Plans to expand the sale of liquor at grocery stores and restaurants took a major step forward today. The State Appropriations Committee voted 15-10 to move a bill to the Senate that would make changes to the current system. The bill would retain Pennsylvania's state liquor stores and not privatize the state system. It would, however, make changes in the distribution system. We'll now have to wait and see if the bill will satisfy those who have pushed for complete privatization of the system. In Schuylkill County, McAdoo Borough Council passed a tentative budget. If this version passes at a meeting on December 28th, property taxes will not see an increase in the borough. The public has 20 days to view the budget if they like. Jim Dino has a complete breakdown of the budget in Thursday's Standard Speaker. Former President Bill Clinton will be in our area on Thursday night. This latest visit will be to raise money for his wife Hillary Clinton, who's running for president. Bill Clinton is expected to attend a fundraiser from 6 until 8 p.m. at the Radisson at Lackawanna Station in Scranton. He's expected to arrive at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport after appearances in Pittsburgh and Bethlehem. Tonight's event is not open to the public or the press, with tickets ranging from $500 to $2,700 per person. Motorists who were pulled over in the borough of Weatherly yesterday were pleasantly surprised when they were handed a gift card instead of a ticket. The gift cards were donated to the police by several anonymous donors who told the officers to hand them out as they saw fit. The officers decided to give them out as a reward to responsible drivers all day yesterday. The stops were also rewarding for the officers who usually pull people over for a traffic violation. Meanwhile, the Weatherly Police Department have also organized a collection for a family going through a difficult time. A father with 3 daughters and a son ages 4 through 10. The children have asked for clothing. Donors can wrap the gift and attach a note indicating what child it is for. Police will deliver the presents to the family on Christmas Day. The children's ages and sizes are listed in today's Standard Speaker, and we have posted the story on our Facebook page as well. If you would like more information, call the Weatherly Police Department at 570-427-4241. PennDOT has determined that a bridge in our area is structurally deficient, and because of that determination, weight limit signs will soon be posted on this bridge on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township, which crosses the Nescapec Creek. Because of the condition of the bridge, PennDOT will prohibit trucks weighing more than 28 tons or combination vehicles weighing more than 40 tons from crossing it. Renovations for the bridge in Sugarloaf Township are scheduled for 2018. Coming up next on FYI, Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce President Mary Malone is here, and she has a great story from First Friday last week in downtown Hazleton. And in sports, our John Eric Poli tells us how the Hazleton area Lady Cougars picked up their second win of the young basketball season.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, it was a fabulous First Friday in downtown Hazleton this past Friday. Mary Malone, the president of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, here with a rave review of all the festivities.
It really was. Mother Nature was very kind to us, so it wasn't too cold, and it was very exciting. We lit the new city Christmas tree in the park right on the corner of Broad and Laurel Street. Had some fantastic entertainment and as well. And then through the sponsorship of Humboldt Industrial Supply and La Pucabella Secker and Cone, we had, for the second year in a row, the carriage rides that went right around in the downtown on Broad and Laurel, down Spruce Alley in Wyoming again. So it was quite a beautiful evening, and everyone enjoyed.
Now, you told me that something that wasn't planned actually happened as part of this, so this was kind of special.
It really was. It was magical. It wound up that we did the carriage rides from 6 to 9 p.m. and the Pines was actually hosting a private event, a wedding, and the bride and groom came out and actually got the very last ride in the Cinderella carriage as the bride and groom. It was really special. And the bride really came out because she just wanted to see the horses, and she couldn't get over the fact that they could get in and they could ride, they could go for the carriage ride right here in downtown Hazleton on our first Friday in December.
How important was this to have such a successful event like this in the downtown with so much happening? You're really trying to do your best to bring everybody downtown. It seems to be working.
You know what, it really is, and I've talked to a couple of the shops, too. Some folks had different, there was art displays. The Elf was at PTPA, it was their first weekend for the production. And so everyone was happy to say that they saw some new faces coming downtown, and whether it was shopping or eating or enjoying the evening. So we've just come, like I said, December was the last one, so we did 12 First Fridays this year. And so they've all had a little bit of a different vent and kind of focus to them, and we've had more and more businesses. And again, that's what the goal is to get folks downtown into our wonderful establishments and shop local.
Speaking of shopping, big day on Wednesday.
That's right. We are a little bit more than halfway through our downtown holiday promotion. And Lisa, we even had a fantastic turnout. We had 29 businesses that are participating. And as you said, next on Wednesday, December 16th at 10:30 at Jimmy's, where Mrs. Claus will be joining us, and we'll be drawing 4 winners of $50 worth of downtown bucks to be spent at one of those locations. So make sure you still have some time to get out into one of the locations and go ahead and put your chance in to be one of our 4 lucky downtown $50 winners.
Alrighty, well, I can tell you my name's already in, so
Good.
I'm waiting for that phone call. Listen, Mary, so glad that everything's going so very well, and please extend our wishes for a Merry Christmas to everybody at the Chamber and beyond.
Thank you, and also to all your viewers and my favorite team here at Local News 13, a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, because we're in Hanukkah still, and wishes for a healthy, prosperous New Year.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Remember in the movie White Christmas when they sing a song about snow for 3 minutes, then they show up in Vermont and it looks like this. Great movie and great weather here in NEPA. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Our low will be 40 degrees, and we'll have a south wind from 3 to 5 miles per hour. 4-day outlook takes a look at our weekend. Friday, partly sunny with a high near 54. West wind 5 to 9 miles per hour. On Friday night, mostly cloudy. Low in the mid 40s with a wind from 3 to 8 miles per hour. On Saturday, looks gorgeous, partly sunny with a high near 58 for Christmas in Cunningham. And then Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low near 50. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high near 58. Sunday night, a chance of showers after 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, low of 50. On Monday, showers are likely, mainly after 8 a.m., cloudy with a high in the mid 50s. And then Monday night, once again, showers likely, and that's mainly before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 39 degrees. On we move to our lottery numbers, midday winning lottery numbers here on FYI. Pick 2, 1, 3, pick 3, 620, pick 4, 7457, and pick 5, 23975. We have another edition of Law Talk, sounded a little Italian there right now, and then after that we're coming back with sports.
Hello again and welcome to Law Talk. Today we're going to talk about another part of our auto insurance coverage. It's a very important part, a part that you don't have to buy, a part that you're not required to buy by law, but it's a part of the coverage that we think is very important, and that is uninsured motorist coverage and underinsured motorist coverage, and Alexis will tell you about that.
Uninsured and underinsurance coverage is not mandated by Pennsylvania law. So if you're filling out your insurance paperwork, you're looking to get insurance for a vehicle, you're not mandated to get the un or underinsurance coverage. We strongly advise our clients to get the un and underinsurance coverage for several reasons. One being individuals, we have deadbeat drivers, for example. You have a driver who wants to get a vehicle, wants to get their registration, they have car insurance, and then a couple months later they decide not to pay the premiums. Therefore, they become uninsured. If you're hit by an uninsured driver and you don't have uninsured coverage, then there's no remedy for you. There's no claim that you can take for recovery regarding that accident. For underinsurance coverage, if you're struck by somebody who has the minimal coverage, which would be $15,000, and you have significant injuries, then you're also in a tight spot, because if you don't have underinsurance coverage, you're not able to make a claim for additional recovery. And in Pennsylvania, the law says that $15,000 is the minimum coverage that one needs to have in order to be an insured driver on the road. Having said that, if you're struck by somebody who has minimal coverage, that being $15,000, you have significant injuries, you have significant economic losses in the form of wage loss, you're not able to make a claim for recovery of that with your own insurance if you don't have the underinsurance coverage. So it's important to have both un- and underinsurance coverage as part of your insurance policy when you're looking at those options.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Tis the season for dazzling light displays, and I've seen some pretty impressive decorating this holiday season, but nothing tops the way the Hazleton area Lady Cougars lit up the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium on Wednesday night. Here's John-Eric Pole.
The Hazleton area girls basketball team didn't lose many games last year, but one of the few games they did lose was to Whitehall, who the Lady Cougars faced on Wednesday night with hopes of avenging that loss. Early in the game, the Lady Cougars showed what they were going to do best in this game: shoot the three ball. Kendra File knocks down her first of 6 3-pointers here. Then in the second quarter, Whitehall took the lead, but Mackenzie Yori puts the three-point shot right between the eyes to put Hazleton area back on top.
Well, we got kids who can shoot the ball. We got a lot of kids who can shoot the ball, and they've proven that. Now, we got the real sharpshooter in Mac Yori, but the other kids can shoot the ball. So if they gang up on her, and we distribute it very well. And that's important, because if our feet are set, we got people who can really shoot the ball.
The Lady Cougars led 34-29 at the half, but Whitehall wouldn't go away until the third quarter. That's when Hazleton's offense really came alive. Yori was the leader as she made 3 of her 6 threes and scored 11 of her game-high 31 points in that quarter.
In the third quarter, we just stayed within ourselves, played teamy, played together, and we just overpowered them, and we just did what we know how to do.
The Lady Cougars got the win 72-46, but there was some area of concern with the team. The Hazleton area offense surged in this game, but the classic Hazleton area press, that saw some struggles. The Lady Cougars defense did play well in the game, especially in the second half, but the famous press saw some holes, as Whitehall had no problem breaking through it and did get off some easy shots.
The defense played very good. I was disappointed in the press, they know that, because I thought we could have done that. We did change a few things around because they beat us last year with number 5, who's a quick little guard, really, really tough. And we changed some things around. I think we lost what we did then. We lost what we do, and we were getting mixed up because we made a couple changes because of her, because she was going through us and their bigs were getting layups. So that helped, in a way it helped us, but we got pressed a lot better with the teams we're playing that are a lot bigger than us.
For FYI Sports, I'm John-Eric Pole.
Thanks, John. Let's get more results now on the FYI Standard Speakers scoreboard. The Tamaqua girls basketball team, they lost a Schuylkill League contest to Jim Thorpe. Courtney Hoffman had 13 points for the Lady Raiders. In boys basketball, MMI made a run in the fourth quarter but came up short against Notre Dame East Stroudsburg. The Preppers' Ed Herbener was the high scorer on the night with 20 points. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins snapped a 3-game losing streak on Wednesday night against Syracuse. The Penn State Hazleton men, they fell to 2-2 in the Penn State University Athletic Conference with a loss on Tuesday. You can believe they are hard at work on Wednesday night, getting ready for a non-conference game with Lehigh Carbon Community College on Thursday. I was at practice to interview head coach Jeff Rush for a feature story we are working on for FYI, so stay tuned for that. The Penn State Hazleton girls, they're still number 1 in the country in the United States Collegiate Athletic Association Division II coaches poll. They are also now 4-0 in the PSU AC. The local Lady Lions, they are playing on Thursday against Lehigh Carbon Community College, just like the men, and that's their last game for the women this semester. They'll get back to the court in January. And we have more news out of Penn State Hazleton. Rich Lipinski has been named the interim softball head coach at the school. Lipinski has been an assistant coach for the team for 12 years, working with head coach Marty Merzinski. Merzinski passed away in November. The local Lions won 2 Penn State University Athletic Conference championships under Merzinski and Lipinski and made the National United States Collegiate Athletic Association tournament 6 times, finishing as high as number 6 in the country. Penn State Hazleton softball, they'll start their season in Florida in March. And that's it for sports tonight. I'll see you after the social report. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One quick announcement. Hazleton Public Transit has announced all bus service will end at 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Thursday, December 24th, and New Year's Eve, December 31st. There will be no bus service on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. For the complete schedule or for information, just call 570-459-5414. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Mary Kathleen Holloman of Hazleton. Memorial is Tuesday at 6 p.m. from the Thomas J. Parambo Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. Jean A. Smith, formerly of Lake Harmony. Services will be announced by the McNulty Funeral Home. Ann M. Wentz of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bodden Funeral Home. Dolores Martonic of Freeland. Arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Patricia A. Holter of Tamaqua. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the Zeiselman Roach Funeral Home. Josephine Scafidi of Whitehaven. Friends may call Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Helen Ritz of Old Cranberry. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Robert W. Frederick Jr. of Blakesley. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Haley Dunlap of Ringtown. Haley, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
The Army-Navy game is this weekend. Longtime Army fan Ron Marchetti has a great column in Thursday's Standard Speaker. You have to read about an Army football player. It's moving, it's incredible, and it really captures the spirit of the Army-Navy game, so make sure you check that out. And check out Ronnie. He'll be on tomorrow with Short Shots. I'll be back as well. See you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Burger Cadillac, Hazleton. Drive with experience.
1, 2, 3.
As student athletes and weekend warriors get the same injuries as the pros, but not the same sports medicine. That's adding insult to injury. Luckily for you, there's Coordinated Health. First string, first rate, and rated first in the region for advanced sports medicine with pro-level care. Coordinated Health. Better together.